Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to talk about something rather interesting, and I really can't give you guys that much insight on what's going on, but certainly this is something that I've been seeing in my comment section of people asking me, and now it's gaining some traction on social media as well. And that is Spider-Man 2's PC release. Now, Spider-Man 2 is supposed to drop on PC and Steam next week. A fairly quick turnaround from the original game's release, all things considered. Spider-Man 2 came out back in October of 2023. January of 2025, the game is already available on PC. In terms of a brand new first-party PlayStation game, this would be the quickest turnaround for any single-player game we've seen. Like, there's been Concord that released on day one. There's been titles like Last of Us Part 1, the upgraded release or whatever, but that's an upgraded release of an existing game. Marvel Spider-Man 2 is a legit new game that is seeing a turnaround of only 15 months, a turnaround time of only 15 months. Prior to that, the window has usually been 2 years. Prior to Spider-Man 2, it's been about 2 years, and that's best case scenario. God of War Ragnarok, 2 years. Horizon Forbidden West, 2 years. Days Gone was 2 years, etc., etc. But Spider-Man 2 is getting a fairly quick turnaround. I've seen people speculate that maybe this was because of the Insomniac leak and there being a leaked build online. I don't think that's the case. I really think it's innocuous how many people played that leaked build, but who knows? However, the game is getting its official release on January 30th, so why am I making a big deal about it right now? You know, it is Nix's software. They are working on this PC version. Well, we're 5 days away from the release of this game. There's no pre-orders live right now, which I'm not saying like, oh my god, I need to pre-order this game right now. However, there are no pre-orders live, and Last of Us Part 2, which drops on PC in April, and I would argue has way less hype, way less anticipation than Spider-Man 2, but is also a PlayStation title, has its pre-orders live. Okay, maybe that's one thing. There are no system requirements live, there's no PC feature trailer. This game is coming out just a few days after Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and look at the red carpet that Square Enix rolled out for the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth PC version, and okay, that's a Square Enix title. Square Enix seems to be pushing for PC a little bit more, but look at all of the other PlayStation PC releases that have dropped. Especially one at the scale of Spider-Man 2, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West. You usually have like an in-depth PlayStation blog post, you have details rolling out. Now maybe they're just trying something different and they're gonna drop all of this information Monday. But if we don't get this information Monday, and we're in the weekends right now as I'm recording this video, Monday would be January the 27th. That's 3 days before the launch of the game. Okay, like at that point, if we don't get it Monday, we got a problem because this is a major release. Bro, we don't even know the price point of this game because Spider-Man 2 is gonna be the first next-gen only single-player title, I believe. That's a PlayStation 5 game, and that gets ported to PC because God of War Ragnarok cross-gen game, Horizon Forbidden West cross-gen game. Everything else has been a cross-gen game. We don't have Demon Souls remake, although, excuse me, I am wrong about that. Returnal, Ratchet Rift Apart. Totally wrong about that. Excuse what I'm saying. We had Returnal and we had Ratchet Rift Apart, but as far as a game being $70 and they could get away with it, Spider-Man 2 is like the first one I feel like they could get away with the $70 price tag. I don't think it will be $70, but that's where my mind was going at as far as it being like all of these examples and the 15-month turnaround, it being as big of an IP as Spider-Man. I feel like they could get away with a $70 price tag on this one. I wouldn't advise it. I would say $60 is the ceiling, but they might go $70. Like, Sony be Sony. They be kind of wild in these days, but this is such a jarring situation, and the thing is, generally speaking, this would lead me to believe, oh, this PC version finna be absolute dog crap, because you know what other game they were relatively quiet about, PlayStation that is, prior to its PC release? Last of Us Part 1. That was one that I remember. They didn't roll out the red carpet, and they didn't do anything crazy as far as promoting the PC release of that game, and then it came out and it was a pile of dog crap as far as the PC version. I don't even believe they sent out review copies of that game to PC content creators and reviewers, so that was rather interesting as well. I feel like they kind of knew that they were cooking up a pile of dog crap with Last of Us Part 1. However, I'm not inclined to say that about Spider-Man 2 because Spider-Man 1 was such a good PC version. Like, if you look at the best PC versions that Sony has released and PlayStation has released, Spider-Man 1 is a phenomenal one, and it's one of like the showcases that people go to in terms of testing hardware, etc., etc. And Nix's software is working on Spider-Man 2. At this point, they have so much goodwill, they have so much credibility that I'm not inclined to say that this is going to be a bad PC version, although it is a little bit jarring. Like, why is this going on? Sony has been radio silent about the PC release, and again, just a few days out and having no system requirements is wild. Now, I don't think that's actually that big of a deal, because system requirements, in my opinion, should be out when a game's pre-orders are live. You should be able to know if your PC, or have a general idea of, okay, is this game going to be able to run on my PC when you're actually buying the game. I get that Steam refunds is a thing, but when they open the floodgates on like other e-tailers having the game in stock, a lot of people are going to go that route. You should know at that point whether or not the game is going to run well. But also, it's just wild to me that Last of Us Part 2 has pre-orders live right now, and it just seems like they're doing more work promoting that, which is 3 months away. Let's pull up Last of Us Part 2. I forget the exact release date. It's April 3rd, so it's about 2 months and change away. Do they have? They don't have system requirements live for Last of Us Part 2, so they're going against what I just said about having system requirements live before pre-order, but that game's still 2 months out. I'm sure they'll drop system requirements at some point, but the fact that Spider-Man 2 is only 5 days out and doesn't have pre-orders, it's alarming. But I don't want to go the route of saying that it's going to be a bad PC version, because it's Nix's. It's Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 1 was so good. And I can't recall, did Last of Us Part 1 have pre-orders live? I feel like it didn't. I feel like Last of Us 1 didn't have pre-orders either, so that's a little bit alarming. But you know, that was a couple of years ago. My memory isn't that great as far as that, but this is something definitely worth talking about. And I've seen so many comments of people talking about this for like the last month or so, and a lot of you guys brought this up way before me, and I had noticed it, that pre-orders weren't live and they weren't talking anything about it, weren't dropping any information. But I'm just like, yo, like, the whole time I'm like, it's Nix's and it's Insomniac, it's Spider-Man, like, it's probably gonna be really good. It's still gonna require PlayStation Network account linking, don't get me wrong. That is still gonna be an element. I mean, that's just something you're gonna have to deal with as far as these PlayStation PC releases. But the fact that we don't have pre-orders now, just a few days removed from the release, we're in the weekends. I wanted to record this video sometime in the last few days, but I was like, let's get to the weekend. They might just drop it on Friday. Now that we're in Saturday, and they're not going to drop it Saturday or Sunday, Monday would be the earliest, and I would have to think that Monday they'll do the big rollout the week of release, and maybe for the, you know, hype around the game, really ramping up promotion the week of release. I think that does make a lot of sense in terms of, from a promotional standpoint. It's just so not what PlayStation typically does. So interesting talking point. I get it that PlayStation has eroded a lot of our goodwill at this point, but Spider-Man 2 was a great game, and I'm excited that it's available on PC so quickly after the initial release. I still thought it was a very, very good game, and hopefully it is a good PC version. Hopefully it runs on the deck. You know, that'll be an interesting one to assess. If it'll be playable on the deck, we'll see about that, but let me know all of your guys' thoughts. Let me know your excitement level for Spider-Man 2. If you're going to be picking it up, or, you know, the PlayStation Network account linking debacle, obviously. That's a talking point. And just a little bit of uncertainty regarding this game's PC release. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.